everybody excited for WrestleMania? Good.
Hey, no.
I gotta.
No. We are not done with you just yet, Cody Rhodes. How are you right now? Because you've been through a lot in the last couple of weeks. There was Chicago, then there was Brooklyn. How is Cody Rhodes feeling physically at the moment?
No doubt a lot of controversial and tumultuous build, as we like to say, towards WrestleMania, but how could I feel anything other than just ecstatic? This is WrestleMania 40, the biggest WrestleMania of all time. And somehow, some way, a Rhodes snuck into the main event, not one night, but 2 nights. So I'm incredibly proud, I'm excited. Thank you.
And I think that path cleared itself, thanks in large part to the WWE Universe and a hashtag. What was it?
So I mean, you know what that makes you guys, right? That's right, my man's got that sign over there. We're all crybabies, right?
If there are a million Cody crybabies, I am one. And I know there are many others in this crowd. Of course, Cody, of course. But let me ask you this, what is it going to take for you and Seth freaking Rollins to actually beat The Rock and Roman Reigns on Saturday night?
I said this yesterday on some of my media rounds, and I do really think it stands. This is not a knock on the Tribal Chief. It's not a knock on Roman Reigns by any means, but the only way to be good at wrestling or stay in shape for wrestling is by wrestling. And Roman Reigns is a part-time champion. I don't mean it in a negative. I mean, he's literally on a...
It's a fact.
He's on a part-time schedule, and then you've got, you know, the final boss, The Rock. I love how you're responding. I'm just gonna say his name one more time. The final boss, The Rock. You've got him, and I think it's been 12 years since he's had a real match. And with 12 years, that's a long time. I have no doubt The Rock's in incredible shape. We can just tell by looking at him. But I don't know if he has the lungs to go the distance in a main event match, colder weather, in Philadelphia, with the energy that all of you are bringing. I think nobody is better suited to beat the Tribal Chief, to beat the final boss, to beat the entire bloodline than 2 of the guys who have been working every single show, every single night, and have been pulling the wagon. That's myself and Seth Rollins. So.
You make a valid argument, I will say, but you are paired with one Seth freaking Rollins, and you guys have very much been on the same page in recent weeks. But you also have a history, one that includes one of the most brutal Hell in a Cell matches ever. I think that's safe to say. Let's take a look back at that Hell in a Cell match between Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Now, Cody, lives in infamy because of your physical state going into this match.
This was the match that Cody Rhodes...
How are you? Hey guys, how are you?
So you watch that footage back, and Seth looked somewhat excited to compete in that match with you despite your state. Almost like he got some satisfaction out of it. The match happens, now we're here all this time later. You guys are paired together. Seth has a history with Roman where he betrayed his brother, Roman Reigns. It was a brotherhood in the Shield. He betrays him. How do you know that you can trust Seth Rollins?
Thank you. Obviously, you can't. What was it that Stone Cold Steve Austin said, right? Don't trust anybody? Come on, it's pro wrestling, it's sports entertainment. I'm not looking so much to trust Seth Rollins as I am. I trust the fact that Seth Rollins might hate me, but certainly he hates Roman Reigns even more. And that's all I need to know going into a tag match like that. Not only that, but the fact that this is Seth's very first well-earned, well-deserved WrestleMania main event. And I think that bond between him and I, whether we like each other or dislike each other, will be there forever. So I don't trust Seth Rollins. I'm sure he doesn't trust me. But I know how he feels about Roman Reigns, which makes me feel good about the match itself.
We all know the stakes for this are high. How would you describe the ramifications of losing Saturday's tag team match?
It's tricky because I feel like it's new to me in terms of 2 nights of WrestleMania, wrestling both nights, again, cold weather matches. It's tricky because I am only thinking about night 1. And I know a lot of people and everyone I talk to and everyone backstage and running into so many wonderful fans, a lot of people are talking about night 2 and that match with Roman Reigns and that moment with Roman Reigns. I am just thinking about night 1, so I'm not gonna stand up here and give you the Joe Namath guarantee on anything, but I will say it would be absolutely an uphill battle like no uphill battle before, because every match has essentially been a Bloodline rules match. So just adding that stipulation to it alone, I wouldn't want to know what that looks like.
Well, it is going to be the biggest WrestleMania of all time. Are you guys ready? Yeah? You feel ready? Cody, I want to know what your first ever WrestleMania memory is, because you come from a famous wrestling family. Your father, the late, great American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. What was your first ever WrestleMania experience?
My first WrestleMania experience, and it's not an exaggeration, it's not a Cody lie or anything like that. It's just a beautiful situation. It's my first memory ever is actually at a WrestleMania, because the young age of, I want to say 4, it's WrestleMania 6 in Toronto. My father was with Sapphire against the Macho King, Randy Savage, and Sensational Sherry. They brought out Miss Elizabeth. It was this wonderful thing. But before that, he brought me into the ring and he put his hands under like my arms and he set me down. And I remember the WWF, the gold and like blue turnbuckle pads. And I just remember thinking the ring was a lot harder than I thought it would be. And I know that's what he wanted me to get from this experience, because I ran around a little. He grabbed me and he put me back outside the ring. But I always, it's obviously something I will never forget. I think everyone is a fan or a competitor or someone, whether you're crew, competitor, fan, family, I think everyone knows that moment when they realize they love wrestling. That moment when it touched them, and for me it was at the earliest age.
So at 4 years old, in that moment, you knew, I want to be a professional wrestler.
I'd say I knew at 4. I'd say particularly at 8 years old when I saw the picture of him holding the WWF championship, that he had just won the match against Superstar Billy Graham, but he didn't win in a way that he could take the title. And that was the big, hey, I want to get this, the belt that ultimately Roman has now that we call the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, which if I am to win this thing on Sunday, we are not calling it this long-winded designation. It's just the WWE Championship. But I knew then, because that was my first big dream and goal, was to win it and hand it to him and tell him nobody can take it away from you now. And it's just, moments and events like that. The first time I went to a WCW show and I heard, you know, Brad Armstrong, he gave somebody an arm drag, and all the women cheered. It was what we used to call a chick pop. They don't really exist anymore, chick pops. But
Or do they?
I don't know. Jey Uso gets kind of a chick. Yeah, y'all know what it sounds like. It's like when Rick Rude used to like swivel his hips, and it was like that. Yeah.
Hey, Big E, he may get a chick pop.
Big E, yeah. I think Jay still gets a chick pop. Otis? Dude, yeah.
I get it. I love Otis.
Hell yeah, man. I'm
Otis
about it.
does the worm, chick pop.
Yeah, chick pop.
Well, to go back to the moment that you're describing, right? We talk about your first WrestleMania experience, how important that is to you, that moment for you with your father. And that's really at the heart of a lot of this for you going into this weekend. Looking to finish your story, to achieve a family legacy, or to put the final touches on a family legacy. If you do achieve it, and you do defeat the tribal chief, Roman Reigns, on Sunday, are you ready for that moment? Have you thought about it? Do you know what emotions you're going to feel?
This is I feel like it's a better question for you guys than for me. Jackie's question, if I'm to win, am I ready? You guys here in attendance, do you guys feel that I'm ready? I'm so sorry, the pyro, hard of hearing. Do you feel that I'm ready? Ask me at the beginning of this interview how I feel. That's truly how I feel. I have never been more ready for anything in my entire life. I cannot thank you guys enough for riding with me, for rolling with me. Put it in perspective. I'm sorry I'm standing up. I lost track here. Put it in perspective. The biggest movie star in the world came back, and most of us, for the most part, we do like The Rock. He's an okay guy, right? He's Maui. We like The Rock. But Rock was not going to step in the way of me winning the Royal Rumble, of me fighting my way through one full year to get back from WrestleMania 39 to WrestleMania 40. So more than ever, I am 100% ready.
Are clearly ready for the moment. What do you think you will feel in that moment if you win?
I feel like it's something that I really couldn't put a word on or coin it in any fashion, just because it's a spot I've never been. I was looking at this tail of the tape for the tag match, and it was like 14-time world champion The Rock, 6-time or whatever champion Roman, 4-time champion Seth Rollins. Why they put this stat in the tail of the tape, I don't know. Because clearly it's a giant 0 under my name, but that's what I mean. I haven't been there. I don't know, and again, very focused on Saturday, because I feel like, do we have anybody here who's been to a WrestleMania before? Then you guys know. Sometimes when our eyes are fixated on what's happening Sunday night, Saturday ends up stealing the show, blowing everything away. So for me, I'm looking to tear the house down Saturday, see where the chips fall, and then we'll walk into Sunday.
Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask how Mama Rhodes is doing. How Mama Rhodes.
Anybody here with their mom? You're here with your mom? Is that you and mom? Right there? You wouldn't let anybody talk trash about your mom, right? Not a chance. The only reason I'm not very worried about my mom, and I was saying this yesterday, my mom is asleep by the time that Monday Night Raw comes on. I don't know if she checks later, the next day she'll watch something on YouTube and then asks me about it, so I always have to kind of bring her up to speed. Had my mom, and thankfully, for those of you who've let her know, because she's been bouncing around here this week, my mom now is briefed on everything that The Rock has said, the Mama Rhodes belt, all this. Had y'all not let her know that, she would have probably gone up to him, given him a hug, asked him a question about his mother. She's very much outside of the orbit of sports entertainment, but I think you guys will do a great job welcoming her into the fold. She'll be there in the front row.
So Sorry. She ain't scared. She's ready for the smoke.
100%. My mom isn't scared of The Rock, I can tell you that. Yeah. So I don't know if I have the support that I think I have. I feel like I saw something, it was a TikTok. I run in and chase off the bad guys every chance I get, but when it's me, nobody's really coming. So I don't know, but I can say that my dad, man, he used to say, before they loved me, I was as bad as they come. And I don't know if I can coin it the same way, but before the American Nightmare, there was Bullet Club Cody Rhodes. There was a whole different side of the American Nightmare. So there's no doubt, exactly, there's no doubt I feel like I know how to get down and throw with someone like a Roman Reigns and someone like a Rock. It's nothing that I'm unfamiliar with.
All right, well, I think that you can trust Seth. I think that you can trust Jey Uso. I interviewed him a few weeks ago and he said, Cody, call me. You need me.
How about a yeet for my boy Jey? So get this, right? My buddy, little Brody, came to this event today with me, and I asked him in the car, what merch are you gonna get? So of course, when you ask that, you think he's gonna say, your shirt, the Philly Pharaoh, something. He just said he's here to get a Yeet shirt. Yeet. Yeet.
Well, listen, everybody likes the Yeet, right? Everyone likes Jey Uso. Jey Uso said he's got your back. He knows.
Hey, you don't like the Yeet.
No Yeet.
No Yeet. No Yeet.
No
I got it. You gotta respect it, you know?
Well, I talked to Jey, and Jey said he knows how the bloodline gets down better than anyone. If you need him, call him. You need soldiers, you need numbers, you need this, you need that. And since we're on the topic of Jey Uso, I thought it'd be fun to take a look back at one of the all-time press conferences in WWE history. The real, I think, birth of the fandom of Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso's friendship. Let's roll the clip.
Ood and I might have had a libation or two on the bus. Gosh, I forgot what I was saying. Jay, where are we at in the story?
I bet a bunch of y'all lost money thinking Judgment Day was gonna win tonight, though. Let's go. You feel me? You feel me? My man, it's my man.
I'm the question. We veered away from it. What was the question? You had a real chill way about putting that hand
you
up.
got your
too.
leg up. You know what I mean?
Donnie Burgess, Network, Indiana.
Oh, you local?
Yes, sir.
Local.
So you brought up the Nightmare. you brought up the Nightmare Factory earlier, Cody.
Yes, sir.
You're on NXT.
So, how many libations were had?
Okay, here's the issue with the presser. And I think Jay can follow me on this. When you go on, I think we went on first or second. When you go on earlier in the night, And then you have that success that we did, winning the tag titles. It's such a beautiful moment. It's the only person he's ever won those titles with other than his own brother. They have to tell you if you're doing a press conference later in the night. And I'm not trying to put the heat on anybody, on Greg Domino or Chris Legeno. I'm not trying to put the heat.
Oh, you didn't know?
But nobody told us we were doing the presser. So the bus is sponsored by Wheatley Vodka. It's sponsored. So I don't know where it was on a number thing. I just felt like in the moment, I thought we were doing fine. I thought we got it, you know? They don't know. And then it turned into really a top 10 moment of my entire career, and I think the reason is Jey Uso is very much the opposite of how I operate in terms of business and professional, and he's the right type of opposite. He was able to loosen me up and shake me out of a little bit of like Roman's accused me of being a little political. Jey made sure that wasn't the case, and it's one of my favorite memories ever. So love some Jey Uso. Who's winning this weekend, Jimmy or Jey? Yay!
I think I heard more yeets than no yeets there.
You guys are really holding it down, though. There it is. You too. Okay.
Well, Cody, I want to talk to you about the state of WWE because right now, a lot of people.
Can I do something before you ask me this question?
Of course.
TikTok kid, that's you. Did you get your WrestleMania tickets? Is that dad? All right, just so you guys know, we're now all responsible for this. This young man and his father met me at NXT, and I said that they would get tickets to WrestleMania both nights. They got tickets to come here today. We'll make sure everything is taken care of. It's my guy right there. But you guys make sure, take care of these two, all right? They're good people. Go ahead.
Get the man his tickets.
Yeah, I said we got them, thinking they'd hand them to you right away, and they're playing hardball with these things, you know? No, we're getting them.
We still got time. We got time.
Yes, we
got
do.
a day and a half to get those tickets in that man's hands. All right, state of WWE. Is WWE the best it's ever been? Think so?
Wolverine said it was, guys. Let's hear it for Wolverine, y'all. The guy.
I heard you in a recent interview talk about it, or refer to it as the Renaissance era. Why do you think WWE is as good, as hot, as popular as it is right now? Is it The Rock, as these folks say?
I would say one of the biggest factors is definitely, you guys are right, one of the biggest factors is the bloodline and the bloodline story. Another massive factor is the fact that the company is changing and evolving on a production level. So Lee Fitting and Nick Khan, and they're making moves and they're experimenting very much. Like I said, my sister, I think, is the first person who said Renaissance era. And I think you want to be the Renaissance man, the Renaissance woman. You want to be on the forefront of that. I mean, we're all going to Netflix. Everybody has Netflix, right? I wasn't as confident with that. You guys have Netflix, right? Like, I think as we're heading there, SmackDown going to USA, just these changes that are happening, we get to be part of the changes. That everything, the product is changing, that there's some edginess being brought back into it. There's some different elements being brought back into it. Just really, it's very Renaissance. And also I say that because most of us who wrestle, I'm looking at a picture of Drew, who's all grown up now, and that's another big factor. Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, grown up and confident in their skills. But another, like, I guess, you know what? I don't know. I'm trying to answer this question. Here's a thought. Did we like the Attitude Era, guys? Yeah. If you like the Attitude Era, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
There you go. I did too. But when you're a wrestler, nothing is lamer than being compared to that period of time over and over and over again because they did such great business. It was so successful. I can tell you guys from a bottom line standpoint, dollars and cents, black and white, the last 2 years have been the most successful time in WWE history. And that's the Renaissance. That's all of you. Somebody asked me, what is WrestleMania yesterday on one of the news stops. I said, it's a culmination of all the guys and girls' hard work and a culmination of all the fans' energy over the past year. So I was asked, am I ready for WrestleMania? I think I asked you already, but let's ask again. Are you ready for WrestleMania?
All right, Cody, I'm gonna finish with this. We talk about WWE being as hot as ever. We talk about the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, being as ready as he has ever been for this match on Saturday and Sunday. If you walk out of the biggest WrestleMania of all time, WrestleMania XL, what kind of champion will Cody Rhodes be? And how will it be different from the tribal chief, Roman Reigns?
Well, I think the type of champion I'd be, for starters, from a logistical standpoint, is I would be on both Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. And I don't know, do you guys like how the title belt itself looks? So maybe, again, don't want to get cart before horse here. I have to beat the greatest champion in the history of our business, Roman Reigns. But if I do, maybe we change how that title looks too. Really, if I could do anything as champion, I would want you guys to have fun. That is 100% what I'm in the business of doing, making you guys happy. And I'm blessed and honored to do that. So that's what I look forward to doing, and I hope we have a great weekend, all of us together. Pace yourselves, enjoy WrestleMania, take care of each other, y'all.